What is up?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jordan L. Scott Podcast for some great professional wrestling and football news. If you like it, cool. If not, it is what it is. Tune in. You might learn something. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me, the Jordan L. Scott Podcast. And it has been a crazy week of professional wrestling and football news. But today, we are live on the podcast where I'm joined by my big homie, Big Abe, and my other buddy, Colton. How you guys doing today?
Doing
Good,
great.
good.
Good.
Glad to see y'all today on a very great day for professional wrestling and football news. And before we get into Empire Wrestling Federation's next event, we got to talk about their last event, Anniversary Extravaganza, the 28th anniversary. Let's go and talk about it.
Man, I think my favorite match was that cage match.
That
That
was that
that was
that was
freaking
something.
nuts.
That was something. And speaking of that, let's there's no better to start than with that cage war. I mean, just think about how it all started out. It all began with CJ Tino against Alan Breeze for the world championship. Then it went to I Love Chicken and Waffles, and then Trailer King gets involved, and then Boa Silva, and everybody else in the pump line. Then you get Anthony Idol in there, and you know, and you know what, Abe and Colton, I don't know if you heard or not, but let me tell you this: we were wrong.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I
We
picked wrong. I picked wrong on that one.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
didn't
definitely.
expect
we
Bumpline to pull out the win.
And then I thought the baby faces were gonna win this one.
Same.
I mean, you know what? It's kind of hard to really kind of put into words about who was going to win that match because I mean, like me and Abe said, we thought Alan Breeze, Trailer King, and Anthony Allen were going to take the win because of just what they did, of what they did. Being holding every championship in the Empire Wrestling Federation all together, being in all these crazy matches like no DQ matches, barroom brawls, chain matches, you name it. But to just see what the pump line, especially CJ Tino, man, like CJ Tino is becoming a great star here. I mean, like he main evented in like the four-way dance and banding, had a great match. He pinned Breeze, and then he pinned Breeze inside a steel cage. So I can't really, you got to give props to CJ Tino. Got to give it to him.
Definitely.
Agreed.
Let's talk about some other stuff that happened. Like first of all, let's go and talk about how about the Hall of Fame ceremony? How
Oh,
about
that
the
was
great
pretty cool. I
how
didn't
about the
I
great
didn't
Rico
know
Rico?
what's his name? The guy he's like the director, producer of King of the Hill, and he did a few episodes of The Simpsons. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know he was there. I didn't know he was in EWF before.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of surprises, but I got to also, like I said, there is no better Hall of Famer that has earned that right than Raunchy Rico.
Oh yeah,
Raunchy
definitely.
Rico has earned that. The longest reigning EWF champion in history. He went out there, did his thing, and it's not just that, but also him, Juan Roman, and Sergio Santana. Yeah,
I can't
and
stand Sergio, but yeah, I
oh
agree.
my god, oh my god,
Random.
and then but with that with Psycho Circus, that was
Man,
incredible.
those guys were the
That was
craziest right
incredible.
there. That was insane.
That was my favorite
Well,
match.
we were going crazy, like and I talked to Tortuga, Mighty Tortuga about this, and he was saying the venue basically was like an ECW arena where we were
Hmm.
just crazy, and that showed it. So Low Cycle Circus, they did their thing. That was incredible.
Agreed.
Yep. It was amazing to see
That,
it.
that
Yeah,
was
they're from AAA. I haven't seen them out here ever. If I want, I was
that's
surprised
a
to see
great.
them come out this way.
I originally thought, when Jesse and everybody else was producing them, I thought they're just, gonna be signing autographs and stuff like that. But to see how they're gonna be on the card, just against like, and plus like, I couldn't think of better opponents to do that than those three.
True.
I mean, I wish Ray Leon was there, but hey, it is what it is.
It's true.
You seen Super Beetle made his return. I ain't seen him
Oh,
in a few
we
months,
gotta
man.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that whole thing. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Colton, I'm gonna ask you this question because I've already got me and Abe's already talked about this.
Yeah.
That World Heavyweight Championship match. I'll
Oh,
just be blunt and say
adios.
this. J2 Mattioli and Brandon Gatson, in
Take
my
the shot.
opinion, I told him this.
Yeah.
J2 Mattioli was owning Brandon Gatson that entire match. From start to finish, J2 Mattioli had the match won. And then sooner or later, we saw the return of Captain Jack Fancy. And it looked like
My
Jack Fancy was
boy.
Definitely my
that Jack Fancy was basically trying to help J2. And then sooner than later, he told J2 Mattioli to get to the top rope, and basically J2 got screwed. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't a fan of both wrestlers. Like, to me, they're new, so it's kind of new exposure. So I'm kind of like just testing the waters. But I've seen Jack Fancy before, and so I wholeheartedly support Jack Fancy. So that's honestly what made the match better for me. It was like, well, I'm trying to decide who is Jack Fancy on, and I guess by default, that's the wrestler that I'm rooting for. And that's
Well, you can't really say wrestler. You can say we can say genius and manager, but it's
definitely.
a sneaky genius manager. He's like a Bobby the Brain Heenan and $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase all in one.
He's one
They
of
both
mine.
wear these. They both wear all these crazy. They all wear these like designer suits.
Yeah.
All these fancy shoes they have on, and then basically, you know how Ted DiBiase was like, everybody's got a price. I can buy anybody I want. And guess what? He bought up Brandon Gatson, and he screwed J2 Mattioli.
I mean, the way I see it is like Jack Fancy has the name brand behind him, and that alone is what makes him, the greatest. Any wrestler like because Juan Ramon used to be with Jack Fancy, and then Richie
I think he still
Slade.
is on.
You had Richie Slade who was with Jack Fancy, so right there's the star power right behind him. So I mean, Gatson, I'm hoping the star power actually guts off on Gatson because I may not like the guy now, but I'm hoping next few shows I'm gonna love him. So I'm really hoping for him. He's gonna be up there with one of my
He's been
one of my
stepping it
favorites.
up lately. Like for him to join with Fancy, I was surprised. I wasn't expecting that.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
That, like I said, it really shocked me because I didn't really think Gatson would even do something like that. Because
True.
just how he's a blue collar worker. He's a hardworking man. He's a father. He's a provider for his family,
Hmm.
and for him to just do that, I mean, that really shocked me. But also, you guys mentioned this 5 minutes ago. Super Beetle returned.
Super
Oh
beat.
yeah,
Super Beetle's back.
haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't seen him, and you know what? I really want to see. And now I'm really looking forward to seeing if we're going to see him on June 1st. We're going to get into that event later on, but I
Hmm.
think that's going to be something to see because Fancy and Ganson made comments talking about Super Beetle shows up. He's
Yeah,
going to wish he didn't. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
I mean, I have
Definitely.
high hopes he's gonna be there. I was looking at the card earlier, and I noticed the main event was changed. So
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think there's a
And
spot.
I don't see now. Now let's go into that. Like let's talk about the June 1st event. VFW A737 post, 7 p.m. 2018 Foothill Boulevard in San Bernardino, California at
Yeah,
7 p.m. Let's go and talk about that. The world title match. Originally we thought it was going to be the Big Bull Marshawn TC Cormel against Brandon Gatson.
mhm.
I'm thinking like, okay, it's going to be Sergio Santana against Jack Fancy,
Yeah, that's what it was.
Cormel. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Cormel in with Sergio, and then Fancy with Gatson. I'm thinking that's going to be a really great match to see. And then for some reason, I'm looking on a Ray Melvado's post, and I'm seeing that it was changed from Marshawn Cormel to Hector.
Yeah.
I didn't see
I'm
that.
trying to figure out how I'm trying to figure out how that's even possible. I mean, like, unless see, here's some scenarios that probably happened. Either Marshawn Cormel got injured,
Mm,
either he got sick.
It could happen.
yeah.
Sergio Santana said something to not to have basically want the spotlight all on him like usual,
Mm-hmm.
or just the fact that he just maybe Marshawn Cormel doesn't feel ready to fight Gatson right now, especially dealing with Jack Fancy, and that's kind of crazy. Like you never know what's gonna happen.
Could be. Well, all I know is that, a change in the title card
Yes.
basically allows for more spots. So this gives Super Beat an opportunity to actually make another return.
But yeah,
Oh, it does.
make it, level up.
Yeah, and
With
then
that. It's been a while
and
since
then
he's
don't
been there.
yeah, and then don't forget, I think on Instagram, Melina is making a debut.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that
right.
that's
That's right.
true. Yes, it's
So
not. Yeah, it's not just that, but also Molina's gonna be there this Saturday, and then
Can't
she's
wait
gonna
for
be
that
on June
one.
15th
mm,
with Rio Constantino. That's gonna be exciting to see. Melina needs to be in the Hall of Fame
Should
if
be.
she's not already. She needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Great champion, great manager for her days with Eminem, with Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro, John Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
Those
mhm.
great days. So I'm glad. I'll be happy to see Melina there. It's gonna be really exciting.
I'm
Now
trying to
let's
get a
go on to
picture with that one.
you said
I'm
what?
trying to get a picture with that. Like, it's
Let's all do it.
been a while
Let's
since
all
she's
find her.
shown up on EWF programming.
I know it's crazy. Now let's go and talk about more stuff in that event, June 1st. Let's break it down. Let's talk about the match that really I'm looking forward to. I mean, it's called you ever heard that song by Big Sean? Last one took a L, but tonight I bounced back.
Oh,
Guess
definitely. I've
what?
heard that.
Michael Badwolf gets his rematch for the American Championship. It's time for the get back. It is time for the get back. Michael Badwolf comes to VFW Post after having that tremendous longest reigning as champion and also being the first guy to hold the championship for at least a year. To hold a year. Has a chance to go against Flex and County and get the championship back that he should never have lost in the first place.
True.
Yep.
I agree. I didn't expect him to lose it on that, that pay-per-view. I mean, that show we went to in was it
And
Banning?
Banning.
Yeah, Banning.
Yeah, it was Banning. It
I
was
wasn't
in
expecting
his
him to lose it.
backyard.
Then I was like, I'm glad I was there because I don't want to be surprised on EWF Instagram and see that he lost. I'd rather be there for that.
That was a really crazy sight. But
Hmm.
honestly, with all due respect, I'm gonna give the respect his due. Flex, he proved to be like after that match with Richie Slade at the anniversary show, he proved it.
Yeah,
He
he
proved he
stepped up.
proved his worth. Yeah, so he did his thing. So looking forward to see what happens. More action like on that night. Let's go and talk about it. We see another member of the Heartless Kings coming to the EWF, Flama, as he takes on Richie Slade.
Hmm.
So that should be exciting to see. And then you have Ryan Kidd against Gustavo Perez, um,
Yeah,
Ray Melvado.
there's a lot of names here
What's
I
that?
haven't heard of, so I'm excited for this Saturday.
True.
You know what they say? Expect anything in the EWF.
Yeah.
Expect anything and everything. Now, let me just say this also. Then you got Antonio Rivers against one of the Mexi Machos, and then
Um,
Malvado against the Mexi Macho. And then how about the grudge match? The grudge match between CJ Tino and Alan Breeze.
Damn.
mm,
Hope it gets
I'm
bloody.
I'm expecting Alan Breeze to take that one just to be up, straightforward. Breeze
Yeah.
is my
I
guy.
mean, you know what? I like Breeze too, but you know what? CJ Tino has really shown me a lot of stuff these past few. He has shown me a lot of what he has done within San Diego, within Boston, within everywhere that even with the New Japan LA dojo.
True.
He has shown a lot from a lot of people. And, people can boo him all they want to, but you have got to give him respect where it's due.
Definitely.
You have to give him respect because for him, okay, first of all, let's talk about the year he's had so far. He's in the banning main event, the four-way dance, and he pins Alan Breeze. He pins Alan Breeze in the middle of the ring. No matter how we want to look at it, we can talk about how the pump line got involved, and this and that. Bottom line is very simple. He pinned Alan Breeze in the middle of that ring.
He did.
Then the steel cage war comes, and guess who he beats? Alan Breeze.
Alan Breeze again.
I could just put it like this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that if he can do this one more time, I think that CJ Tino would be a worthy contender, of a top contender for the EWF World Championship. That's just that's my opinion. But let me hear what y'all think about that.
Well, I don't know. Two out of 3 matches. I feel like the Breeze is due for a win. I feel like this one he's really gonna put a lot of momentum into it. Like it's a lot of personal gain, a lot of vendetta. I feel like my money's on the Breeze. And he's gonna win this one against CJ Tino because CJ Tino had backup in the last few matches.
True.
But I think one. Nah, I think the Breeze is gonna make it.
Well, you know what? Now we'll see if the pump line's gonna be banned because the last time it did happen, it was against Boa Silva, and then Breeze beat Boa Silva. Yeah. So we're gonna see what happens in that scenario. We're gonna see, but I mean, I don't know who's gonna win that match, but I gotta tell you, don't be surprised if CJ Tino comes out and shocks the world again. Don't be surprised.
I feel like
and if I'm Brandon, go ahead.
I feel like if Breeze lost the last two, he got something to prove on this last one. Got to step it up.
Yeah, he does.
He definitely
yes, he does. All right, now it's time for picks for the June 1st event match. All right, Antonio Rivers versus one of the Mexi Machos. Who we taking?
I'm taking any of the Mexi Machos, Tio Chulo or Tortuga, any of them because they're my boys. I got to stick to the Mexi Machos. Any of them. Got to take it.
I mean,
Colton?
On that, but I'm the kayfabe fan, so I think Antonio Rivers is going to take this match. He's like, Tio Chulo, he's all right, but he doesn't always have that good track record. Tortuga,
you're right.
But Tortuga, he's had injury problems away, and as much now. And here's the thing. As great as a technical wrestler Antonio Rivers is, he can find a body part and go right after it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going Antonio Rivers.
Rivers?
Going Antonio Rivers in this one.
Not bad.
Because he doesn't see. We could boo him because he's a young person. He's getting involved in his business, but he's not a bad guy. He's a very technical wrestler.
I can appreciate the technical aspect of it. I just feel like because they had a good turnout at the anniversary extravaganza, I feel like this time it's gonna be Tortuga to step it up, or oh wait, you said Uncle Tio Chulo, who's facing him?
Which one's number 2?
Tortuga is going to be facing Antonio Rivers. Tio Chulo is going to be facing Malvado.
Okay. Tortuga, then I'm going Tortuga all the way with it because he hasn't had a win in the last 2 shows that I've seen him in, and I feel like now he has to step it up because if not, it's a whole new, the extravaganza was like their mania. That was their like end show. Now it's a whole new year. They got to step it up. Like if he's not gonna, if he's not gonna try to step it up, then I don't know.
That's true.
Ryan Kidd versus Gustavo Perez.
Both of them are new, so I feel like I gotta
They're
see
new to
what.
me.
Yeah, they're new to me, but I've heard of Ryan Kidd, but I don't want to go off just name. You know, I'll wait till the show, but def-
Same. But it's definitely a
Huh.
match I'm really waiting to see
yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
because in my experience, it's always one match is all it takes for me to be a fan.
True.
You know, one good moment, one little thing, and I'm hooked. I'm on your side. That's all I need is one match.
It's that jacket, huh? That's why you got confidence in you, huh?
Mhm.
It's that dang jacket.
Yep.
All right, how about this one? Rey Melvado against Dio Chulo.
Damn.
Damn, Alvaro hasn't been. He lost his last two matches. I want to say he might step it up against the Chulo. It'll be 1-on-1, depending on who wins
Hmm.
from the tag team. I think Malvado might step it up and he might take this one.
I'd
Who
say
you going for?
I'd say the same. Like Ray Malvado's kind of on a streak right now. He's
A
got some
losing streak. So I feel
he's
like
got
he.
but he's got some good
Now
matches.
hold on. Now wait. Now hold on, Abe. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What you got?
Let's not talk about a losing streak because I can't remember the last time Malvado was even pinned in EWF. I mean, well, the last time I remember he was pinned was actually um, due to some interference by the referee not seeing the pin again when he took on Marshawn
I
Cormel.
don't
That's the
remember
last
that.
time he was pinned. And then the tag team titles came, and then Fletcher was the one who got pinned that match. And then we talk about banning. You know, he beat Black. Well, he didn't pin him, but he got victory over
That
Black
being
Metal.
Mata. Yeah, I remember that.
So I mean, I wouldn't say a losing streak. I mean, if it was a losing
Single
streak, it'd be
single
like
streak. He's been on the losing.
there. Yeah, there we go. But not a whole losing streak. But I'm gonna give it to Malvado. I think he's. I
Man,
mean, Malvado's one of those. Malvado is probably the lifeblood of the EWF.
He is.
If really think about it, he's the lifeblood of that company.
agreed.
Outside of people like Trailer King and Alan Breeze and them, he's like one of them people that just like give me anyone and everybody.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm giving it to Ray Malvado.
agreed. That's why I said like I feel like he's gonna win just because I wouldn't give it to the other the tag team Theo Chulo, but just because like I gotta go with Tortuga in his singles match just because he was the one who got pinned in the last match. So I'm like he has something to prove.
He just got something to prove, and hopefully he's going to prove it. Now, let's go and talk about, like I said, Flama from the Heartless Kings coming to EWF as he takes on Richie Slade, someone that J2 Mattioli knows very well.
Mm-mm. No, I gotta be there for my boy Richie Slade.
Richie, that's
Oh
not
my
my
Richie.
Richie.
And I
Agreed.
yeah, just
Richie,
No,
bro.
Richie,
You're talking about
Richie,
lifeblood. I feel like EWF isn't EWF without Richie Slade, bro. Come on.
no, it's not.
oh,
Come on, man,
I'm just saying.
dude. Okay, look, when I let me tell you about my first experience with Richie Slade. Okay, so I remember I was looking. I always wanted to come. I was always watching wrestling, WWE and stuff on TV, but I've always wanted to go see a wrestling show live in person.
Agreed.
So then I was looking, and I saw about how they have the Riverside Christian Assembly because I'm living in Riverside. So I go ahead and I get a ride out there, watch the show, and I see Richie Slade come out here, with little when he was tag team champ when he was a succulent guy. I saw his little candy pants on,
Mhm.
little swag, little shades. I was yelling, I was saying, you want to be Shawn Michaels. I was just sitting here just talking
Yeah.
my butt off to him the whole time. And then he got in the ring, and he probably was like, they say that God created the Sabbath day and then he rested, right?
Right.
And the point of me, like, well, it wasn't because he was sitting there making you, especially you. He was sitting there making the eye candy,
The
rich
the succulent
shade,
one.
oh yeah.
and a lot, and it ended off with, "Ask your mother; she knows
Oh
all about
my
it."
goodness. I love Richie, man.
That's a good promo right there.
But I'm gonna give Richie Slay his due, man. I mean, Triple Crown champion. You know, I mean, maybe in the ring he'll be a little dangerous, but I mean, but outside the ring, he's a cool person to talk to. I
Definitely.
mean, I wish he didn't have to take that mask. I wish he had to be wearing that mask. It really kind of hurts me seeing him like that. But
Yeah.
you know, prayers for him, y'all. You know, hopefully he's whoever he's done, he's actually recovering. Hopefully one day he can take it off without being forced to.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
But
But we'll have to see the storyline until then.
Yeah, we'll see where it ends. I feel like at the extravaganza event when he didn't win, right?
He didn't win.
No, he didn't win. Okay.
I thought he won because it looked like Flex's shoulders were down,
Oh,
and I'm thinking,
yeah, I agreed.
I guess because the way we were looking, it was a whole different scenario.
The ref saw it closer than we did, but he didn't count the 3. And I'm always like, that referee, when he don't count to 3, I'm like, I don't know. But, I got to give it to Gadsden on that one. I mean, Beef Candy, my
Richie.
bad. Beef Candy beat him that night at
Hey,
Extravaganza.
that was the part 1 of the Beef Candy collision.
Part 1.
And I can't wait to see more. I know part 1.
I can't wait to see
more.
part 2.
Also, like I said, the American Championship match, Flex McCallion and Michael Badwolf. Obviously, I mean, I'm going Michael Badwolf.
Badwolf
Are we all
all
going
day.
Badwolf here?
I already got
We're all going Badwolf.
got my shirt ready for
Mhm.
Badwolf.
Yeah, I'm going Michael Badwolf over here.
All day.
And then after
You can never go wrong with Michael Badwolf.
You can't go wrong with Badwolf, bro. He's like, if you're gonna go on 50-50, you might as well go Badwolf all day because he doesn't lose every match, especially that title match that against Beef Candy. I didn't expect him to lose it, but when he did, I was glad I was there because I don't want to hear it over social media. I don't want to hear it from somebody else.
man,
I want to see
I
it.
didn't want to even. I was sitting there in tears. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't expect him to lose it. He's the longest reigning EWF United States champion.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that. He's just so
Exactly.
popular.
American heavyweight champion.
American heavyweight champion. My bad.
Let's just
take yeah. You know what I mean.
I'm just saying, you know, for the name brand of the championship, just letting you know.
True.
And then the main event. Well, I don't know if you even call it a main event. I mean, that's
No, it's our main event.
Lord.
That's what it is.
Lord. I mean, you know what? Let's call it a main event. Let's call it a main event where we get to hear the explanation of why Jack Fancy turned his back on J2 Mattioli, and we get to hear and then we get to see Brandon Gadsden go out there and take on Hector.
True.
Definitely. So, honestly, I could expect Jack Fancy's responses. I do whatever I want. Because that's Jack Fancy.
By God.
Jack Fancy.
By God.
See, Jack Fancy, here's the thing what I don't understand. Where are the fancy pies at? Where are the fancy pies? When can I just go to somewhere? I mean, Jack talked about these great fancy pies. Oh, they're good. Where can I get a fancy pie?
I think you could pick him up from his he sells pies and chicken and waffles, or not chicken and waffles. I want to say he sells pies at his he has a what he was promoting.
Is the only place? Is the only place like out in Hollywood? Is that the only place right now that's gonna sell his pies?
I think in Hollywood and then right here. Yeah. Oh well, Chicken and Waffles is closing down soon, so I feel like
before I leave this world, I want to taste some of the fancy pies.
I need to have me one of those.
Fancy pies.
Definitely, I need to have me one of them pies.
Yeah,
there's something.
I'm looking at it right now. So it says here it's on Yelp that it's in Hollywood.
In LA. There you go. Jordan was right.
Go figure.
But what's funny is that it just doesn't have a street address.
It
just says Hollywood.
Unless he went out of business, and I hope that's not the case.
I hope not.
I don't know. Well, I'll look it up, but there's some reviews here. People are saying it's delicious.
Oh, I
Really
bet they are.
delicious.
I wouldn't doubt it. If you hyping it up that badly, I wouldn't doubt if it's that good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I wouldn't doubt if it's they good. Good dog.
Good guy. That's the one. Good guy.
But in all seriousness, I think we're gonna have to go with Brandon Gatson to remain the
Baby
West.
Brock. I feel like because he has Jack Fancy on his side, I agree with you. I can't deny Jack Fancy. Every time he was behind Juan Ramon or anyone he was managing, they always won, without a doubt.
I mean, I would like to go for Hector, but the power of Jack Fancy is really what tips the scale.
Good guy.
Oh man.
Jezebel.
Now, before we end the show, I'm gonna just give y'all some top contenders of who I believe should be the next to challenge him.
Okay.
Hear me out and correct, and you can say yes or no.
All
right. So number 1, former champ Alan Brace.
Shady. Okay.
Number 2,
Okay.
CJ Tino.
No.
Number 3, the winner of the Great Goliath Rumble, Black Metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just won my vote with Black Metal. That's my guy.
'Cause I think
That's my boy.
Number 4,
Title.
Number 4, Raunchy Rico.
Definitely is.
Dang. I didn't know he was even in it. I'm still going with Black Metal. It's been a while since I've seen him in the ring, and I feel like he's got to do something to, put his name
Number
back out
5, Juan Roman.
Damn, you're getting me again.
Shit.
I got you.
You
Man.
got me on that one.
Versus Juan.
Number 6, Richie Slade.
Damn. See, I'm going against myself, but I want to say Black Metal all the way.
Number 7, Michael Badwolf.
Shit. Oh, it's Bad Wolf all day. I changed my mind. Bad Wolf. Bad Wolf's taking it. Bad Wolf.
So
Bad Wolf all day.
Number 8, Anthony Idol.
My favorite babyface versus my favorite heel. I don't know. I'm about to go with Bad Wolf all day.
It's like Idol's got the star power on his own.
Yeah, Idol has the star power. I just feel like Bad Wolf with that, the EWF. What'd you say? United States
American Heavyweight Championship.
Okay, I feel like since he lost it, now he has something to prove. He has to step it up a little bit just to be on that level. Anthony Idol's already up there. He's been
he's a treat.
Yeah.
It's always a treat.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the shades.
Next one. The next contender that I have on a list is none other. He's a multi-time tag team champion. He's a former American heavyweight champion. Baby.
Dang, that's a good ass match, bro. That's the main event.
That's who I have as one of my contenders, but I have 3 more after that.
Okay.
3 more. All right. Next. Super Beetle.
Damn.
This could go either way. I'm gonna say this could go either way. I don't hate Super Beetle, and he hasn't been there in a while, so I expect him to try and step it up. I want Bad Wolf to win, but when you said Damn, there's like 3 of my top guys in there. I don't know.
All right. Next,
Because I mean, I don't really see
Honest
Austin
John.
as a
Mhm.
baby face or a heel right now, so I'm kind of like rooting for my guys over him right now.
True.
How about these last two? How about Honest John?
Honest John, he ain't been there in a while. Dang. These are
But
all
even
like
then, I would like to see him more, even if we could get any opportunity to see him.
Mhm.
I'd do it.
And last but not least, the guy who should be the EWF World Heavyweight Champion right now.
Okay.
The guy who is the leader of the Heartless Kings. The guy who is known as the Playmaker. The guy who is one half of the World Tag Team Champions for the Empire Wrestling Federation. The guy who got screwed by Jack Fancy. The guy who should be at the top of the Empire. I'm talking about the Playmaker, J2 Mattioli.
The Matster.
The macaroni, J2 macaroni.
Those are my top 10 worthy contenders to face Brandon Gath for the World Championship.
It's an
Those are
interesting
my top
list,
10.
honestly.
Mhm.
That's my top 10.
Definitely. I agree with like more than half of those contenders.
Agreed. Same. I didn't expect so many people to be in it that I'm on. You know, I'm a fan of theirs, but I gotta go
Well,
with
aren't you glad you guys have a friend like me that knows about this stuff now, that actually
Agreed.
sees what the heck is going on?
Definitely.
It's been fun. Definitely a fun time.
Mhm.
Can't wait for even more. Hey, y'all, appreciate you joining the podcast. I'm going to post it on live. Y'all stay blessed, and I'll see y'all later.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having us.